Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Border City Rock Talk. We get great rock interviews with great rock interviewees and sometimes a comedic touch. I've got one of the legends of the 80s bass rock hair metal era with Dokken, Jeff Pilson. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Great. Good to be here.
Yeah, so did you just finish a session of yoga?
Well, I actually no, you know what I did? I've been teaching meditation virtually since the pandemic. And if you
Mhm.
go to yoga or hotforyogascv.com, you can find details on how to get my virtual meditation class. But what we also do there is we also have virtual Pilates class. So I just did a Pilates class a few minutes ago. And
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
So I
you're
mean,
very healthy.
I'm
So,
sure you have to, man. I'm not a youngster anymore. Yeah,
well, I was
got to
just
take
telling
care
my
of
girlfriend earlier before I got ready for this interview that you got to be proactive, right, Jeff, and exercise. So I just did 15 minutes. I watched this girl on YouTube exercise for 15 minutes. So there's a start.
Yeah, yeah, have to baby steps.
Yeah, yeah, baby steps. So, anyways, obviously, unless you've been living under a rock or a snowbank here in Canada, we all know that you've been with Foreigner for 20 some years. Are you the second most senior member right now?
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
actually.
only Mick is got the
Yep.
longevity on you. So that goes to show how friggin' fast time flies. I grew up listening to oh God, Breaking the Chains, Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key. And I wasn't for some reason you just lose sight of things when you start to grow and mature. And I'm striving to mature, by the way. No, kidding.
Don't do too much.
I didn't realize that Erase the Slate was the actual the last album that you recorded on with Dokken
Yeah, it would have been sure.
for a
90,
studio
right?
album. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you a lot of the people that follow my channel follow because the 80s hard rock thing. Um Obviously I've seen you, show up on stage and do a few songs with Don here and there and do you and Mick and George still have any kind of relationship where you text every once in a while or is it just when it's business?
Actually, no, George and I deal with each other all the time. We have a few different outside projects. We have the End Machine project together, and we have the Heavy Hitters project together. That's our cover thing. We do cover songs. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I talk to George all the time. I
Okay.
text, email, or speak with him all the time. Mick, not as often because Mick is retired now.
Yeah, yeah.
But we speak once in a while just because I love him and he's a great guy. And I mean we even text with Don every once in a while, so it's all kind of friendly now.
Right on. That's good. Um, a lot of people don't realize the reasonings behind you moving to a full-time position with Foreigner. What made you decide that okay, this is where I'm planting my feet?
Just too good an opportunity, I'm the band is so strong, the songs are so strong,
Mhm.
the organization is so strong. Mick Jones is just a wonderful person, and it's one of those, it's a top down thing. It starts with him, and his greatness reflects on everything in the organization. It's just a great organization to be part of. It's a great gig. I can't complain.
So you guys I know tour steadily. Are you just a couple shows behind Iron Maiden for shows a year? Like what do you do 200 before COVID?
We no, we do a little over 100 shows a year, but
Okay.
but yeah. I mean, we are one of the harder working bands in show business, no question.
Like do you live in Illinois?
No, I live in Los Angeles.
Okay, so you're from Illinois originally.
I was born there. Yeah,
Yeah, and you play a show there tomorrow.
we do.
So
Chicago.
yeah, you had to think about that right now.
Oh, you always have to think about that.
Yeah,
I
you're always
know. Yeah,
constantly playing. So
sure.
during your Dokken days, what would you say one of the highlights were? That tell a story here, something that you haven't told anybody else. Something, if you can think of something that you know what I've never told this about being with Dokken, but
Well, I mean, if you're asking, you didn't quite finish the question, but if the question was, what's something unique that happened with Dokken?
that you
Um,
haven't told.
um, I don't know if I haven't told whether I've told it or not, but I mean, I would say that, you know, the real thing that Dokken had is we got to work with some really great people, a lot of really great people, people who have gone on to be extremely successful in the music business. And working with those people, you know, for instance, you know, Bernstein and Mensch, our original management, Q Prime in the 80s, you know, they've gone on to manage everybody. You know, they've been, you know, Metallica and Leopard forever, but they although they stopped with Metallica with Def Leppard a while back, but they're just this amazing management company, and working with them, learning from them, amazing. The producers, you know, the Wynn Davises, the Michael Wagners, the Neil Kernans, all those people that we got to work with, such great experiences. And you know, the record company people that we got to deal with were all great. I mean, we got to work in a great era with great people, and I think that's the unsung hero aspect of Dokken for me. That's really, really helped shape my career. I mean, for instance, I wouldn't have been in the movie Rockstar had, you know, Tom Werman not produced the Dokken Tooth and Nail record. And, you know, he was looking for a bass player to play on the Rockstar soundtrack. I came in on the soundtrack, and then the director watched us rehearse and then offered me the part. So, you know, Dokken has led to a lot of great things for me, and I absolutely acknowledge that, and I'm absolutely grateful for that. And like I say, a lot of it has to do with the amazing people that we got to work with,
Off stage.
Yeah, off stage as well as on.
And speaking of which, are you a gamer? Because I did check your bio with Mortal Kombat.
I did do the voice of Johnny Cage, but no, I don't play games at all. I haven't a clue how to play them.
Yeah, I don't have the attention span to do something like that. I mean, I got to give kudos to some of those kids for what they do. I mean, but anyways, moving on. So, what was your favorite Dokken song to record live? Did you have one?
Our favorite Dokken song to record live.
No, yours. What song did you look forward to in the set?
Oh, I don't know. With Dokken, I don't know. I kind of loved them all. I mean, It's Not Love was always really fun because we would every once in a while I get to do a little bass solo in there, and plus we'd get the audience going and we jam a little bit. So yeah, whenever we got to jam, that was my favorite part.
Sweet, sweet. So with Foreigner, you guys are playing tomorrow, and then I think in September I might try to catch you up at Clarkston at Pine Knob. I think it's September, anyways, near Detroit.
Yeah.
The set list in this current tour, how many songs roughly?
With Kid Rock or without? Because with Kid Rock, I believe we do, I don't know, 9 maybe.
Yeah,
9, something like that.
So how actually tomorrow is Kid Rock. So how has it been working with him?
It's been fabulous. I mean, audiences, I mean, sold out shows, packed. I mean, by the end of our first song, the place is packed, and it's just been fabulous. His audience works really well with ours, and it's been great.
That's awesome. So let's speak because this is going to a Canadian audience per se, but I do have a lot of American subscribers, and I got to thank John Lappinen again for setting this up. What a great guy. Canadian musicians that you looked up to as a kid, maybe bass players. Don't mention Geddy Lee. Everybody does, but is there anybody out there?
Well, I mean, I still think Bryan Adams is one of the greatest artists ever. I just think his voice and his songwriting are great. I still think Loverboy is completely underrated as a band.
Yeah.
Man, they had great songs. I love Mike's voice. I just think that band is top notch, and I adore them. So I've always thought they were unsung heroes from Canada. After that, do you ever remember a band called Chilliwack?
Oh yeah, that's out there. They actually named a city after them. No, the band was named after the city. That's right, BC.
That's right. Yeah. I was always a Chilliwack fan back in the day. So I definitely support my Canadian music bands.
Right on. I won't keep you too much longer, Jeff. I appreciate your time. Couple quick things here. Oh, what's the opposite of unsubscribe?
Subscribed?
All right, as Jeff Pilson says, and subscribe to the channel so you get some great interviews. One more thing. What do you do in your leisure? I thought for some reason when I interviewed you years ago, you said something about golf.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so it wasn't golf.
Maybe. Well, I mean, At the time, Tom Gimbel was probably doing a lot of golf stuff with the band. So maybe I was saying I was going to go along with him or something, but I don't think so. No, I do, like I say, my meditation thing is a big thing for me, and teaching my meditation class. That's a big thing for me. So
how long have you been doing that?
Since the pandemic, basically.
Really?
Yeah, early 2020.
So what brought you to that? Was it your wife's studio, or is it something you saw on YouTube and that gave you something to start on?
Well, because my wife does have a studio, we had the vehicle right there. And as the pandemic was beginning, and she was having to do all her stuff virtually, we just kind of lumped it in. I was home anyways, so we just kind of lumped it in with all of her classes, and it turned out to be something I really enjoy doing and I want to continue doing. So worked out great.
So it's really made a difference then.
Oh yeah, I mean, it really. These are some strange times we're in right now, especially here in the United States. It's wacky.
Oh, I mean, strange is underrated. Yeah, it's insane.
So it's kind of nice to have something that just kind of chills you out and knows you.
Live in the now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Good point to end on.
All right.
I have another interview coming up. But anyways, thank you so much, man. Real pleasure. All
right. Well, say one thing to your Canadian fans before you guys come up for your next show. What do you got to say to us?
I have to say to you guys are the best. We love Canadian tours, and we are hoping to do another one soon. But come to whatever shows you can, because they're going to rock.
All right, man. Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, man. Thank you. You take care.